Okay, sorry about that. I got lost connection to the PSN. But you didn't miss anything, I just stopped it right there. Drop your weapon now. I need this weapon.
A demon attacked me. What was I supposed to do?
You don't need to fight.
Are you saying it won't happen again?
You're right. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. Your life is threatened enough as it is.
So the healing's a little bit different in Dragon Age Inquisition as well. Mages no longer have healing abilities. They do have a resurrect ability, but they do no longer have healing abilities. Warriors rely on abilities that bring up their defense, and a mage can then cast an aura over their party members to shield them from attacks for a short period of time. You have 8 healing potions that you can carry around. When you run out, you have to go back to a camp to restock. But I do not need to use them right now.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp, or fighting.
Looting.
We are on our own for now.
Scout hat. Put on a hat. Inventory. Got some armor. Scout hat. Equip. Look at that. Now I got me a scout hat on. So yeah, hopefully I'll level up at least once in this video so I can actually show the skill trees and stuff off. Which I could probably show them off, I'd like to put a point into something. Abilities. So here we go. Abilities consider mana and stamina. For powerful combat effects. Most abilities require time to pass before we use. A lot of things have cooldown and things like that. So there's an enemy. So here's a really cool thing. Oh, long shot, right. R3 to lock onto a target, kind of like that. When you've locked on, you can change your targets. Like that. Apparently I can't get into it. So, you know, depending on if you have the high ground, stuff like that, you'll get better, attacks. So you see that loot on the ground right there. Well, here's a really cool thing. If you press in the L3 button, this little ping, and it shows you everything that you can interact with in the world, including loot and stuff like that. So it's a good way of keeping track of things that you may have missed. So I'm constantly pinging, see, like that. There's an enemy there.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Oh. Nothing there. But the biggest thing that no Dragon Age game has ever had is jumping. You can now jump in the game. You're going to need to, because you're going to be doing a lot of Skyrim jumping up hills and stuff like that, because this is now an open world game. Slightly open world. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, he's dead. Dead body.
They're falling from the breach.
More enemies. Escape foes. That's just for the. That's dead. But yeah, the rogue has the stealth ability to where they can go invisible. So especially because rogues are kind of squishy, and if you start getting attacked by a big guy, you might want to stealth to get away from him and let your warriors go in and take the brunt. Let Cassandra do all the heavy lifting here. That guy's coming toward me, so I will hide away from him. So you just to target somebody else now. It doesn't really matter where you aim, it's still gonna hit them, kinda. Okay, let's stop. I gotta get up on that bridge, but I think that, yep, there's some loot right there. Money. I kinda have this crap memorized. For those of you just joining, I cannot read chat. I do apologize for that. I wish I could interact with all you fine people. But I cannot.
You can hear the fighting.
Oh yeah, one more thing about the healing. If you notice right here, my health does not regenerate after a battle like it does in every other Dragon Age game. You have to conserve your healing potions and things like that. So let's go on down here. There's a rift I can close. It's the first big rift to close here. Now I'm playing on normal. And there's Barrack.
Quickly, before more come through.
I'll close that rift with my special rift hand ability.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
I closed that thing? How?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
I'm just trying to get through this alive.
Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
Well, we got our party. Got a mage, warrior, and then two
This way,
archers.
down the bank. The road
Oh, look at
ahead is
that.
blocked.
Now they tell me
We must
exit
move
jump.
quickly.
Fantastic. I wonder if they're actually going to show... I can't remember if there's a tutorial. It's obviously a tutorial for it, but... party control, yeah. So we can change our party members on the fly by hitting the D-pad. And then I think right up here is where they're going to first show you the pausing of time and strategically
Demons ahead.
taking out guys. There we go. Press the touchpad if you're playing the PS4 version, for the tactical camera mode. Helps better evaluate nearby enemies and plan your strategy. So this is really, really cool. So it goes up into this isometric kind of view. Let's just go back out of that. Hold R2 advance time. Okay. So, there's my character right there. So I can choose to have her attack that guy with a special ability. Long shot. I'm going to switch over to Cassandra. I want Cassandra to move right down here. And I want her to, no, shield ball, challenge that lesser shade right there. Solace. So you get right over here and close to Varric. And I want you to freeze that guy right there. And then Varric, you got long shot going, you're good to go. So, instead of me saying, okay, I've got everything set up, I've got it where I want it to be, unpause time and watch it happen, right? Don't even have to do that. You can hold down R2 and watch it play out in slow motion. You don't like the way things are going? Let go of R2, and then you can change strategy up. Or you can leave it completely and start playing again just like you are. Got that asshole. He is really pissing me off over here. There we go, he's good. Loot that right there. It's rags. I should be able to level up pretty soon. No, going the wrong way. Gotta go upstairs here. I was following, I was just looking at the mini-map.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Alright, let's pause here. And then you can do whatever you want to as far as zooming in and out of the get some really cool screenshots out of it and stuff. So there's an enemy right there. Let's I want you to move right here. Stay right there. I want you a long shot. That guy. If you can. Sandra. Straight ahead. And just attack that guy. Solace. Stay back here. Winter's Grasp. This Winter's Grasp. I'm going to double team this guy. And then Varric. Where do I want Varric to go? I want Varric right here. And then, let's see here. Hit that guy right there. With a long shot. Okay, switch back and begin. Wow, that actually worked out very well. Got a guy coming for me. Vanish! Oh no, get away from him. Leave Varric alone. There we go. He's dead.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Fade Rifts. So, this is a big part of Dragon Age Inquisition, is closing these rifts. They're all over the entire world. And so what you can do is you can disrupt the rift to stun all the enemies around you, as long as you don't get hit. So, stunned, everybody's stunned. You have to do that twice. And the rift will open again. Now if you close it, closed, and I leveled up. Very nice. Okay, character record. So, here is my character skill tree. A lot of abilities you've seen in Dragon Age before. So since I'm an archer, I can probably stick with archery stuff. Close abilities there. I know abilities. I know. Death from above. You do more damage when firing from elevation. First blood. You've learned to pick apart enemies that still unwounded. You do more damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. And then I already have the long shot unlocked, which I can do. Archer's Lance. Long shot now rips through every enemy along its path, doing bonus damage for each extra target it hits. I got 2 points, actually. Oh, because I'm a human. Yeah, humans start off with an extra skill point. So I want to do First Blood, and then I can move over to Explosive Shot, dealing damage with enemies all around. But let's take a look at the rest of them. Sabotage. Poisoned weapons. Now, a little pro tip for anybody out there who's getting ready to play Dragon Age Inquisition. Poison weapons is one of the most overpowered things in the game. Varric can learn it. Have him learn that if you have him in your party. Because when you get that and then do the upgrade, holy crap. That is huge. Trust me. If you have any rogues in your party, make sure they use poison weapons. It is really, really good. And subterfuge is more of the hiding and stuff like that. So I have stealth. People can't see me and stuff like that. Evasion. These are all the things I can do immediately. Now, double daggers, since I am an archer, you can switch out your weapons, obviously. But you start off with skill points depending on the class the subclass that you chose. So I can totally go into the double daggers stuff. Do the flank attacks and the twin fangs and stuff like that. But I'm going to stick with, in fact, I am going to use poison weapons. We're going to go ahead and apply that. So, we can do that. Did my other characters level up too? No, they did not. Okay.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
There's a supply cache, so you can refill your potions at supply caches. And also resting at different places. Loot. Morningstar, so we can go ahead and equip that to Cassandra. In Dragon Age 2, you really couldn't equip stuff to your characters. I mean, you could equip weapons, but you couldn't do anything with armor. Now, you can do it to anybody, so you can give anybody whatever armor you want. That is way better. Does bleed on hit. Also has an empty room. I can't show off the crafting because I'm not going to make it there. But much like Skyrim, this game has a complete crafting system where you can go hunting and you can get bear pelts or whatever type of thing you want, and you can create new armor and weapons for yourself. Each thing you create looks differently depending on what materials you used. So like a bear pelt will give your coat that you create cold resistance, or if you use rabbit pelts, it gives you fire resistance. So it all depends on what you use. It is massive. It is gigantic. And everything looks unique depending on what you use.
We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Let's see here.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
So here's, whenever it flashes like that, you can choose what to do. There's multiple ones. Obviously, this is Dragon Age. You can choose where you want to go. Take the mountain path or charge with the soldiers. Let's scouts may be lost, or you can go the mountain path. I'm going to choose the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Cassandra disapproved that.
Liliana,
Varric approved it.
bring everyone
There
left
is no
with
more
them.
bar saying, oh, this person really likes you, or this person really hates you. You kind of just have to gauge it. And it feels a little bit more dynamic that way, because there's a ton of things, depending on who you have in your party and what you choose to do, what they are going to decide for you. So it's real massive in that way. I mean, this world is gigantic. This is more than likely my game of the year. I will just go ahead and say, spoiler alert for our podcast, our Game of the Year podcast. But yeah, tons of replayability, all with different classes and different choices. There's some choices that will completely lock out other choices, to the point where, if anybody has ever played The Witcher 2, there's a point in that game where you choose something and there's entire areas and people you won't even meet. It's a lot like that.
Just beyond it.
What manner of tunnel is this? A mine?
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Okay. Oh boy, I need my guys here. Varric is squishy too. There we go, frozen. Put some poison on that. Doesn't look like much now, but that will chip away at an enemy's health. It only lasts for a certain amount of time, but when it's there, especially with boss fights, it is amazing. So you see I have a blue shield that's slowly going down right there on my health. That was Solace. He put a aura on me. Then that is basically the way healing is kind of done now. You don't heal. In case anybody out there is just now joining us, you actually you have to use your healing potions. You have a limited amount before you have to go refill your healing potions. So there's multiple ways to kind of shield yourself from damage for a short period of time. Your mages can learn that ability and cast it on you. Now you wait a second here. There is something in here. There's loot all over the place in here. So what we got? Stiletto and a griffin shield. I'm not going to use the stiletto, but that griffin shield may be very good for Cassandra. In fact, it is better. For those of you who are just now joining me, I cannot see chat, unfortunately. I had this full screen, so I can't see if anybody's saying anything in chat. But you see this pinging that I'm doing here. I'm pressing then L3 to show me if there's anything interactable in the environment. So I hear it kind of shimmering. Oh, look at that. Loot. Okay. The one thing that does get on my nerves, the loot button is the same as the jump button, so I end up jumping and when I want to loot something. But it is a minor thing. And here comes some enemies. Poison these suckers. Alright, he's dead. So, I wanted to loot, and it did that. Lance wool. Tons of crafting materials, because you will be crafting a lot in this game. And one thing I love about crafting in certain games, like Skyrim and stuff like that, you can rename what it is. So, one of my characters has a badass longsword of badassery.
Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to the lady with the glowing hand.
Oh, there's another rift I gotta close. Here we go. I gotta disrupt that rift. Stun these dudes here. Stunned. Any more bad guys?
Lieutenant, you're alive.
And it's gonna summon some more guys here. I gotta disrupt it again. Hopefully they don't come after me. If they interrupt me. Star! Come on, I had it done. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this. Closing it. Done.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. She insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
Closing rifts and saving soldiers. It's what I do.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once.
Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
Okay.
Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
You know, like in games, whenever you... There's a few games out there that you can't stand climbing down ladders. Well, you can just slide down these. And I was like, thank God, I don't have to worry about going down them one at a time. So that is good.
Holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear, it is possible.
But there are easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
Okay.
We'll consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
Going to close the big rift here. Get into our first kind of mini boss fight, I guess.
Of sacred ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a boss fight, but it is kind of a mini boss fight.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Leliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm assuming you have a plan to get me up there?
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Alright. Let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Kill her, now.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
It looks like can I pause cutscenes? No, I cannot pause cutscenes. And here's our boss.
Now!
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, boss fight. There's the big guy right there. I'm gonna move her here. And then use poisoned weapons. This Sandra is challenging. We'll just go ahead and challenge. Solace needs to get the hell back. Put her right here. And then, zoom out here. And then I'm going to have him use... Electric resistance, immunity to sleep, immunity to frozen, paralyzed, immunity to physical effects, and he is perceptive. So no hiding from him either. Barrick. Back Back up right there. And power shot him. Slow-mo that. Okay.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Here's what we're gonna have to do. Disrupt that rift so we can take out his defenses. Make him vulnerable. Now he is vulnerable. Now we can hit him.
The demon is vulnerable. Now!
Now he's on cooldown with everything. I have him healing potion. Derek. Healing potion 2. And we're good. Disrupt that rift again. Oh, demon's coming through. Get the hell out of here. Uh-oh. Ah, come on. He's almost dead. Ooh.
Now! Seal the rift! Do it!
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Is this another prison?
No, I mean, I don't think so.
Then where am I? Tell me.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Oh, there we go. Numerous codexes, stuff like that. Oh, I got some new skill points here. Let's see here. Fighting dirty. All of your sunder and poison effects last longer, which can make more potent toxins, uglier wounds. Alright, so you see right here, if I were to choose fighting dirty, my dexterity would unlock +3. So there is no more distributing attribute points. The game does it automatically for you depending on the class that you're chosen. So, but like choosing the abilities, certain abilities and stuff like that. So it's usually the passive one. So like that Dance of Death brings +3 to dexterity. Bloody Prey +3 to cunning. So that's the way you kind of choose the way. I'm gonna go with probably exploding shot or explosive shot. Lie it there. The tactics and the behaviors and stuff like that, you can choose it. If you're not controlling your character, you can tell them just hang on to 2 healing potions. When you're down to so many, stop using them, and use a healing potion when you get to 30% health, stuff like that. So that's it. I got new weapons. I got stiletto, which I'm not going to use because I'm an archer. There's crafting materials, valuables I can sell, upgrades, no upgrades yet, weapon schematics, recipes, all these wonderful things that you can learn to do. Let's go outside here. Oh, everybody's standing around.
That's her. That's the Herald Calandra.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
So, we're in Haven.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chancellor wants nothing to do with us.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine. Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did.
You absolutely are.
No, she is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
"5 minutes ago, you wanted me dead, and now I'm your savior."
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Uh-oh.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
We'll see how this goes.
That is all we ask.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
So here's our advisors, Liliana, Cullen, and Josephine. And there is your title card. That is the longest intro to a game I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, that is Dragon Age Inquisition, the beginning, the first part of it. I'm pretty sure I can show more, but I don't want to risk it. I'm supposed to limit streaming to 4 hours a day. So, but yeah, I hope you did enjoy what you did see. if you are a fan of a role-playing game, or if you are a fan of Dragon Age, this is a must-buy. I have put tons and tons of hours in this game, and I can tell you that it is well worth it. My review is live right now. It is over at ztgd.com. You can check it out there. You can also check out all the other reviews that we post up. I usually try to put something up new every single day. And yeah, definitely check out our podcast. We host the N4G Radio, and also host a game club podcast called Phoenix Down. We've played through all the Dragon Age games on Phoenix Down and talked about them, discussed them. And we are going to be doing this when it releases. Me and my co-host are going to be plowing through it, talking about the decisions we make and the decisions that differ and stuff like that. But that's it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm going to be out of here. But one more week, guys. One more week until this game comes out. Definitely pick it up when you can. It is the RPG of the year for me. So that says something, because I play a lot of RPGs. But anyway, like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed, and definitely check out ztgd.com for more reviews and more videos, things like that. We try to post a lot of content. If you'd like to, you can follow me on Twitter as well. I am at DMLFury. And but that's it, yeah. I'm out of here. You guys have a great one.